You should know about Ted Cruz. He has a sense of humor. It's not terribly good, but he knows what a joke is. And this is the thing you should know about Ted Cruz. I probably like Ted Cruz more than most of my colleagues like Ted Cruz, and I hate Ted Cruz. And he made that, he's just a toxic coworker. He's the guy that microwaves fish in the lunchroom. He just doesn't get along. And the first couple months there, he just was just awful. And Amy Klobuchar, who's my senior senator, who's very funny, and Amy won't let me write jokes for her. And she was asked to do the Democratic piece at the Gridiron Dinner, which is this big press dinner every year. And so she will run the jokes by me. Okay. So she had a joke about Ted, and it was very soon after the Carnival cruise that had gone out to sea, and the engine died, and all the electricity went out, and it was stuck out there for like 10 days before they got towed in. And it was known as the poop cruise because nothing worked. And, you know, there's nothing you want to do, go on a luxury cruise and end up with stuff floating by you. So people were mad about the cruise. So it was called the poop cruise. So she wrote this joke, which is, when most people think of a bad cruise, they think of Carnival. We think of Ted. Okay? A very good joke, very good joke. So I said, okay, I got a rewrite that I think is better. And I'll tell you, you'll hear the rewrite at the end of the story. So then the next Thursday, before the Saturday of the Gridiron, I see Amy going over to Chuck Schumer, and then I see her going over to someone else that she had written jokes about. And I go like, oh, I see, she's getting approval to tell the jokes about members. And then I see her start hitting the Ted. And I go like, I want to be there. I want to. So I kind of insert myself into the conversation triangle, but let Amy do her thing. And she says, Ted, I'm doing the Gridiron on Saturday. I've written a joke about you, and I'm wondering if it'd be okay with you. And he goes, well, what's the joke? And she says, when most people think of a difficult cruise, she's changed bad cruise to difficult cruise, they think of Carnival, but we Democrats in the Senate think of Ted. And she's changed we to we Democrats in the Senate. And so both of those are designed to soften this. And so he goes, I'll tell you what, instead of difficult cruise, what if you made it a challenging cruise? And Amy, you can see Amy going like, okay, now it's just not funny. And he's smart, he's very smart, he could see that too, and he kind of went, I'll tell you what, I believe in the First Amendment, you tell your joke. And I'm going like, oh man. And I say, Ted, I've actually done a rewrite that I think's a lot better. You want to hear it? And he goes, oh, sure. I go, okay. When most people think of a cruise that's full of shit, they think of Carnival, but we in the Senate think of Ted. And I smiled, and he had nothing. He had nothing. And I just nodded and turned around and walked away.
It's good stuff.